Hello, hello, hello. I finally made it. Finally made it. Um, Excited to be here tonight. We're painting this painting called Black and Gold tonight, the Black and Gold Girl. So I'm excited about painting with you today. What I'm going to do is show you a little trick that I have. I don't know if you can see, but let me just grab one of these other paintings for you. All right, here I am. So this is an old this is a canvas that I did for a group maybe a couple weeks ago, and somebody we had extras, right? And so I had gone prepared for a certain number of people. Only um a few people didn't show up, so I had extra ones, right? And so how can you reuse a canvas if it's been drawn on already? So I'm going to show you that. And so what I use is something called gesso, and it's kind of like an acrylic that goes over this to kind of block out the stains. I've heard some people use Kills and you know, but I use this today, and this is terrible because I've used a lot of it. It's like probably about halfway empty. Not on this one, but in general, I use this to um make white surfaces on other things. So I didn't use a lot of this, but it's called acrylic gesso. Excuse the mess, but this is how messy the container is. It was like $16.99. I probably didn't spend that much. I probably bought it on sale. But this I painted over um the canvas that looked like this. And since this is black and gold, um there's a lot of black on here. It will cover up pretty easily. And I'm using a thicker bodied white paint in order to make sure that this goes well. I did want to tell you, if you don't know me, my name is Celeste, and you can schedule a virtual or in-person class at cortazoarts.com. And also, this is also available in an at-home kit that you can paint at home, as well as the fact that this Friday, if you're in Baton Rouge, you can come and meet me at 7 o'clock, and you can paint this with me in person. So we've got a couple things going on. I'll share that flyer with you. Let's see if we could share it here. If you could still. All right. So on Friday, I believe if I have it. Yeah, so Friday, December 2nd at 7 o'clock p.m. If you want to come and paint this with me, feel free to come. It's on the website, cortazoarts.com. And if you pay, you can bring a friend for free. So, all right, so I'm getting ready to get into the painting. I do have a copy of the painting right here with me so that I can see it. And so, what I'm going to I'm going to start with this black because with the black, it's going to need a little extra time to dry. And so, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And if you're coming in, just say hi. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're here. I'm going to take that caption off for a minute. All right. Just say hi. Let me know you're here so I can properly greet you. So, we're going to get started. I got two devices going at once because y'all know I like to speed up my paintings on uh, when I do my stories. So I'm gonna start off with this black, and in the picture, her hair is black, and I typically use Art Deco paints because they are high quality paints, good coverage, and so that's what I typically use. Praying nobody calls me. You see, I have a different setup today because I was having some technical difficulties. But I actually like this setup and I might do this again. So this one is called Black and Gold. This does not have a lot of colors in it. And so one of the ways that I'm going to jazz this up is by offering different kinds of metallic paint that you can use for the mouth. But I really like this painting. It's called Black and Gold. And like I said, you can get the painting and you can come and paint it in person, or you can um, get the kit. Now I'm using this number 12 brush. It's a flat brush. Um, I'm I'm partly using this because it's not so big that I lose control, but it's not so heavy that I have, it'll knock this painting over. Because this is kind of a different setup for me today. And so this painting shouldn't take as long as the others because we got the black and the gold. If you want to, you definitely can. Like if you come in and paint, or if you order a kit and you say, well, I know that it doesn't have skin color because it's black and white and gold. If you want to add a skin color, I'll definitely send that to you. So, hope you all are having a great day. I'm painting the day after Thanksgiving break, so I did work today, and you know, all is well. I'm a little tired. I had class. I was on a little late today because I was in class and somebody asked a question. That was a good question, and I wanted to hear the answer. So, and then my phone wouldn't connect to this app, but I think I'm going to paint like this from now on. I kind of like this. I think you can see me, and I am, if you're thinking about it, like, am I going to paint the white? Yes, I am going to paint the white because on this, and I'm not doing all the black right now. I'm just doing this big portion of her hair right now. And then I'm going to get into some of the white and gold. And then I'll be back to the fine black stuff. And some details. Because this one also, like, I was thinking about this painting, like I could even add glitter because I do have some glitter. And so after I'm done, I could go in with some Mod Podge and add some glitter, and even you can add rhinestones or something on here to add a little something extra to it. So I am going to go in. Yeah. Get a little definition in here. Just get a little form. And I'm going to stop once I get inside this earring because I don't want to do too much and then have to fix a lot. So that's what I'm starting with, okay? That's just my start. So typically when I'm painting, I dropped it. I have some paper towels. I have a cup of water here. I'm gonna move this over here on this side, closer to me. Matter of fact, I might move it back here. And I clean my brush out. I'm kind of rough with it just because I want to get that black out of there. Black is hard to get out of these brushes. So we're here at this part. And so what I'm going to do next is, whoops, I'm going to actually put some white over the spaces that I know, are going to be all white. So I know that around this mouth, I'm just going to go in and put my white in. Now, I'm going to be kind of careful when I hit my white up against that black because the black is still wet. And this would be nice in if you have a space where you're doing a black and white, you have black and white decor or black and white in a metal color. It would be nice with that rose gold, like we can replace the regular gold with a rose gold. And so all I'm doing now, and the reason why, I mean, I would have painted over this anyway, but especially because you may not be able to see it, but I can see still where that cross was. And so I'm definitely making sure that even though I'm recycling this canvas, that I am covering up any evidence that that cross was there. And know also, yes, after I finish this painting, this will be up on the auction site also. Oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, I got to do that tomorrow maybe, is tell the winner of the other auctions, because I have two other paintings up for auction. And I auction off my paintings that I do, my live paintings, just to help with stuff like I'm realizing now I need a different type of camera setup in my studio in order to really do this right. For you to be able to see even on the colors, like this one is pretty easy because we're not really mixing a lot of colors until I get to that gold, and we'll have to mix a couple things. But besides that, we're not really mixing anything, and you don't have to see what I'm mixing. But yeah. So I'm probably gonna have to go over this white a couple times just to make sure it's covered. And like I said, I'm using a thicker bodied paint than what I normally would use because I know that this white would have to cover up all of that stuff. So I'm going to actually go over my eyelashes just a little bit, because when I go over it with that black, it's going to be great. And up here is going to be where, if we look at this picture again, up here um, is where we're going to have some gold and gold on the lips and on the ears. So, but I'm going through with the white, and I'm liking how my, uh-oh, what is that? Maybe I need to switch this light. I think I'm going to move my lamp a little bit because it's not letting me. So I'm going in just like y'all know when we put our foundation on, put that concealer on to cover up all those little marks we don't want to see. So I'm going in with her concealer. Hopefully you all are having a good afternoon. Like I say, when you come in, just let me know you're here. And I'm just making sure that I cover this canvas with this white because the painting is mostly, this white and black. And I don't necessarily want to have this bare canvas. So I am going over the canvas with white. If you paint it with me, you will have the option of painting it in white. Or if you say, you know what, I want my person to have a skin color, guess what? I'm going to give you skin color. But tonight I'm doing it just like it is on the drawing. Hope you all are doing well. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. All right. So this white paint is going to dry pretty quickly. White. And then I'm going to go over a couple of these spots again because I still can see through them. But overall, I'm very, very happy with how she's coming out so far. What I'm going to do next is, I'll rinse that out a little bit. I am going to take, which brush? So I'm going to take this round brush. This is my number 2 round. And I'm going to use this brush to fill in her eyebrows and some of this other stuff while I'm letting the other black and white dry. So I'm about to go in. Trying to make sure she got that nice. And the great thing about acrylic paint is that if I mess up her eyebrows, I can go back and fix it. Always can fix. So if you see that white paint is still a bit wet, and so I'm probably gonna have some cleanup to do over here, but that's okay. Have a little bit of cleanup to do on her nose because I'm being impatient. I really need a smaller brush. So let me see if I have a smaller brush close to me. I thought I had like 10 brushes over here, but let me grab a smaller brush. Is this one small? Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna grab a little smaller brush that I can use to really get into that. All right, that's much better. Let me get into these eyelashes and then I'm gonna come back to those eyebrows again. And with this black, it's kind of loose. I'm gonna probably go over the black one more time. I like this that the eyelashes above the eyelashes, we're gonna have that little eyeshadow. And like I said, we're painting this Friday, December the 2nd. So if you're in my area, you can come and paint live, or if you want to get a couple friends together, we can schedule an online paint session to paint with you. I'm gonna let that part dry. There's another piece of black that's up here. It's a part of her hair. All right. Go ahead and hit this other eyebrow up here. I like this little flat brush because it can be flat and skinny, or it can be wide and flat. All right. Go ahead and get these lashes in. I wish real lashes were this easy to put on. I have such a hard time putting on lashes. I had some on last week. And I was like, oh my goodness. I said, somebody needs to teach me how to really put lashes on in real life. It's easy for me to paint these on. I wish I could paint mine on. So I hope everybody's having a good evening. I know it's a Monday evening, but all righty. So we have both of her lashes in. Um, I'm going to clean up around her nose and stuff after we finish at the end. There is a spot in here that I think I'm going to have to use this brush. Let me find a smaller brush. I sometimes keep these little kitty brushes around because they can help me do little spots that I want to paint. So yeah, that looks cute. And like I said, I'm gonna go over this black again because even as you're looking, you can see it's like a little splotchy. So I'm going to take my 3/4 inch flat brush and go ahead and go over this again. So we get better coverage here. So I want that black hair to be black, black, black. Put a little bit of water on there. And then at the end, I'm gonna go over with some more black to sharpen up these lines. After I have that gold in there, we're gonna sharpen up the lines a little bit. All righty. So that's a little bit of me covering up that, making that black. Oh, we got to do this part too. I'm gonna do this with a smaller brush because I don't want to mess up with this big one. So all I'm doing is making sure this black is solid. This black seems a little matte. I might have to go over this with a glossier black so that it doesn't look so flat. I may have grabbed the matte black instead of the other black. My regular black. Alrighty. I forgot to hit these spots here. Just white. You can't really see this, but I'm just basically putting some paint on this dry canvas. Just making sure that I have the whole canvas has paint on it. And even though it's a white canvas, I don't want to leave the parts that are white. And I don't know if you can see that there. They go to the bottom of that cross. But we're putting this thicker bodied white paint over it. And I'm going to go over it again so that I can clearly cover up, because it's hard to kind of cover up. I would have had to probably put 3 or 4 coats of gesso on there. And quite honestly, I was a little bit lazy today, so I think I can fix it with the let that dry a little bit. I'm gonna come back up here and make sure my white. So if you're thinking what we're painting this. You want to know what we're painting. And all of these kits are available. You can schedule a paint class with us, or you can that's still a little wet, so I'm not gonna mess with that. Say using that concealer to cover up the little pieces that I don't want to show through. So as I said at the beginning, I recycled a canvas and I used gesso to cover it up, cover up the cross that was on the back. Look at her. She's hid behind the cross. Well, she's in front of the cross. Now I'm painting over it. So I'm probably going to do a little more touch up on the white before I finish. But I think I want to get started on the gold and then I'll do the rest of the black. So I have some kind of gold is this? This is bright gold. It's a Craft Smart bright gold. And if you can see on her mouth, it's gold, but it also has some other shimmer in it. So it's not just gold by itself. So I'm going to start just by, matter of fact, I want to get some yellow and put it on her mouth first. I might use the yellow. I might not. Let me see how I like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this gold all over her lips. Let's do that. Why don't I do this? I'm going to do gold by itself on the top lip. And then I'm going to do the yellow gold on the yellow on the bottom and then go over it with gold and see how that comes up. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to use the Deco Art Yellow Oxide. And I'm already thinking I'm going to like this better. Yeah, I think I'm going to like that better. And then I'm going to be able to put that gold over top of it, and it's going to look even better. So why don't I'm going to just mix these kind of two together and then go over it again. That's one thing I love about painting, especially with acrylic paint. If I want to try something new, guess what? I can. If I don't like it, I can paint over it. So just like I said, I'm doing the gold lips, but you can do rose gold. You can do any type of metallic color paint to go over there. And remember, if you want to do a class, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to schedule one with you. When we do that, we actually send you all the materials, send them in a box, in a kit. And if you're doing a party that has multiple people from multiple locations, we can accommodate you also. I've been doing this for a couple years, and I could say, what I'm able to do now is much better than when I started. And some of you might be trying to start something new and might be a little nervous, but don't be nervous about trying something new because you just never know where it'll take you. I never thought this would take me here, even though I've been painting and creating art for a while. So this painting is not going to require a lot of color mixing, but there is some shading in the earring. And I'm really liking how this yellow oxide really looks like gold. And just a couple little tricks on my part will make it even stand out a little more. All righty. So we've got, as we're looking at our painting, we've got part of it together here. I'm going to go ahead and hit these eyes a little bit. And we're going to go back in and do something cool to these eyes with the gold and with a little bit of white and a little bit of black to make it. Like I said, you can make the illusion of different kinds of gold. I mean, shimmer. You can do rose gold. I have a tealish gold color that I was going to do this with, but I said for this one, I'm going to do it just like the painting, and then we can play around on the next one. So I'm going to add just a little bit of black. And I'm going to come in over here on this side and a little bit on this side. And if you see, that gives like a little 3D sense of color on here. I may not even need that gold once I'm done. I'm gonna take my little teeny weeny brush and make sure I clean it off. Take a little bit of white. Right in the middle. See if I want to add a little gold. I'll add a little bit of that gold in there. But adding that black and that white really is gonna make it shine a little bit. Add a little bit more white here. And so when I teach this at school, this is called value. And value is when you're playing against those lights and darks in the color. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm playing this dark in the corners to make it look and it's kind of tricks your eye to make you think that it's all right. I'm gonna clean up this little eyelash right here. Cute. All righty. Where we gonna go from here? Oh, I need to fix the other eye. And all I'm doing is taking a little bit of that um, yellow oxide, put some black in there, and it's a little bit too dark right there. So I'm gonna lighten it up just a little bit. That's cute. And what I just did was, since it was a little dark for me, I went ahead and grabbed some more of that yellow oxide and put it over it and blended it so it's almost blending in. And tonight I am going live on YouTube as well as on Facebook. A little bit more of this. All right, yes. So that is cute. And I'm going to go ahead and put some white here again. The same brush, I'm going to go in with some black and clean up around this eyelash. Say, I wish I could paint my own eyebrows on like this. All right. So let's do something similar to the size of these earrings. Got a little drop of this gold right here. And get that off of there. Oh, that came off good. What's my time like? Oh, okay, we're on good time. A little bit of black in there. Take a little bit of this yellow oxide. We're gonna blend it. Add a little white. And some of this white definitely could be added at the very, very end, but I want to add some now, and then I'll add the major highlights at the end. All right. So we got a little bit of white on there just to make that. So you see that glistening is starting to happen. Yay. So I'm going to go back. Let's see. I think I'm going to go fill in this black here because once that's totally dry, then I can do the last little pieces because we're almost done. Look at that. We're almost done. I said I still can see at the bottom down here, I still can see a little bit of that cross. I'm going to make sure we get that taken care of. All right. And then we got this one little section over here. She's coming along. Look at her. So we got this last little bit of her hair. Um, I don't know when you're watching this, but when I recorded it, it was a couple days after Thanksgiving. And I'm so glad my friend bought me a plate on Thanksgiving, but she brought me another plate today. And I'm excited. I'm excited to paint. But when I finish this painting, guess what? I'm going to my house. I'm going to heat up this plate and enjoy every little bit of it. Alrighty, so all right. So now we've got to deal with her lips here. And just a little reminder that if you would like to schedule an in-person or virtual class, I am available for that. I'm going to not use this brush. See my website. I also have this in a kit where you can order the kit, the canvas, the paint. And if you have a couple of people with you, we can jump online and I will do a private class for you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add this line here because I think this line will add a little bit of depth to it. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Look at how pretty she is. She's just like her sister. All right. So now we got to get these lips. Now, what I like about these lips is that the black only goes through the middle. So make sure I don't have any black on my hand. Kind of little divots in her mouth there. So we'll fix that. But what we're going to do is take our gold again and we're going to, not that gold, we're going to take our yellow gold and we're going to kind of blend this, put a little bit of that there. And then I'm going to grab some of that color I mixed. I mixed that gold and black. Let's clean that brush off a little bit, just a little bit. And I'm going to put that right here. And I'm going to go over that line, that black line again. But what I'm doing is adding that 3D look to her lips. And I'm gonna add a little bit down here. So I'm gonna go in with the white. In with the white, in with the white. I'm gonna blend that all in around the edges so that it look like it's just light hitting her lips. And then once it dries, I'm gonna come in with a brighter, like a little bit more white. But right now we're doing just a subtle gradient. That looks so good. I'm just coming in and blending in a little more of that yellow oxide just to bring it all together. Yes, that looks good. So I'm gonna add a little more yellow oxide on the top. Then while it's wet, I'm gonna add those other colors. Y'all, I'm putting up a Christmas tree. I have a Christmas party here next Wednesday or Thursday. I think it's Thursday. So I got to decorate this weekend, put up a Christmas tree. I have a 10-foot Christmas tree I'm going to put up. All right. She got a little something right there. All right. So I'm going to use that same dark color and go around the outside of her lips. Instead of using black, I'm going to use this color. Oh, look at how cute that is. So this is just giving that feeling of, like I said, that value. So we're putting the shading around the top of the lip. I'm gonna add a little white. If you can see that on my picture here. See, there's the little white right here. I haven't added this much white yet. I wanted to do it in layers. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. Do a little bit of white. Just a little bit and we'll layer on some more as we go. righty, look at her. She looks amazing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a little more white. Eye. I can use some of these tips in makeup, huh? A little more white up there. All right. All right, all right, all right. So our next thing I want to do is make sure I got her nose together here. Yes, she looks great. I'm gonna add a little bit. Need some water with this. Sometimes you gotta use water to push your colors through. Water is your friend. I'm thinking this paint might be this color because of the gesso. I need to look into that and see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back one more time over these white spots that I can still see my little cross. And what I might do is tomorrow go over them one more time to make sure we can't see them anymore. So I definitely don't have anything against the cross, but I don't want it going through her face. All righty. You get caught up in here. I'm like, oh, I forgot I was live. Rinse this brush off. need a little bit of, need to fix this little piece of hair up here. I do have something I can put over this paint to make it shine a little more. So just kind of matte. All right. Draw eyebrows together. I want to do that. Got to be careful that you don't. So where we at? An hour and 3 minutes. Give myself a few more minutes. I'm gonna get off. Step away from this. Sometimes you got to step away from a painting and come back to it and revisit it. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add my white. And I thought I was gonna have to use this gold paint a lot, but I don't. I didn't have to use the gold a lot because it is. I think I might add some underneath this. So we're almost done here for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and wrap her up. I'm going to add just a little bit more black on her lips, and then we're going to be done for tonight. Yeah, here goes my Art Deco Mars Black. I'm going to put a little bit on here, and I've got a roll. I need to get me some rest tonight. Get ready to have a beautiful day tomorrow. Ooh, look at how pretty that black is. I think I want to go another coat of this Mars Black, and then we go. So one more coat of black. You don't have to do this. You definitely don't have to do this, but I'm doing it just because I'm a little extra. And hopefully this black will give me a little shine. Because that other black, I think, was like a matte color. I'm going to do all this and be all dull looking. And what I'm doing now is taking this black flat brush and just going around this earring and trying to make a nice curve. All right. Just going over this black just one more time to make sure it's black, black, blackety, black, black. Like I said, this Friday at 7, we'll be painting her again live in person. If you want to come and paint her with me, I'll be right at the studio at cortazoarts.com, or you can go to art classes, the number 4, the letter U, same website, easier to remember. And I noticed that I didn't leave enough of a part where this thing cuts in a little bit more than what I had it. So That's one thing I like about black. Black can be used kind of to, or any color really. You can use it to cut over that those lines and make your lines a little crisper and sharper. Let's see. Yeah, I think this one is drying a little shinier. It's more of what I'm used to. Okay, there we go. See? All right. This looked like a simple painting, but once you add in all that stuff you got to do with the gold and making sure that your lines are nice and crisp on this black, because this is more like a graphic um, painting. And so you want to make sure your lines are nice and crisp and sharp. I think one more coat of white and down here, and I think I'm gonna be straight. Okay, as soon as I finish this chin part, I am gone because I have got to get home. Gotta. All right, how cute is she? How cute is she? So what I did was went in with this Mars Black, the Art Deco Mars Black. I think the other black, I must have picked the wrong black because this black is showing up like shinier, like has that little luster that I was looking for and wasn't really flat. So I'm gonna have to come in and do this later because I needs to get home. I keep saying that right, and I keep painting. But you do realize that, like, even the people that we know as master painters in history, they didn't finish a painting in one day or 1 hour. Like, they would go back, revisit, go back, revisit, add depth, you know, with this painting, the nature of the paint party is you do it, you finish it in an hour. You typically, these are simpler paintings that you can finish within an hour or an hour and a half. My last two little spots. And then Thanksgiving leftovers from my friend. Oh, yes, 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 yes. She's cute. She's cute. She's really, really cute. Make sure that eyebrows on point. Alrighty. I hope you all enjoyed this painting today. Um, see if I can bring it in a little bit. There we go. There she is. Look at how beautiful she is. I hope you all have a great evening. I'm tuning out. I'll be back on next Monday, same time. Um, I might switch the time though, because I'm in a class before this, and if the class is really, really good, which it usually is, it's hard for me to get off and be on exactly at 7 o'clock. So we're gonna see about that. All right. Hope y'all have a good one. Talk to you later. Remember, if you want a virtual or in-person class, you can visit cortazoarts.com. You can order an at-home kit also on our website. Um, and it might be on sale now. It might be on sale depending on when you watch. It might be on sale. All righty. Talk to you later. Bye bye.